Welcome back everybody, back with another video. In today's video I'm going to demonstrate how you can keep your loyalty cards more organized, so when you're at the checkpoints or checkouts, it makes it easier rather than going into your supermarket app of choice, trying to wait for a signal. We've all been there, it's not going to be the first time where, you feel more paranoid than ever because of the queue and you're thinking, why isn't this thing loading? It happens more times than you can imagine. So I'm going to help with that to try and eliminate the stress, eliminate all that fiasco, and hopefully everybody provide you with a helpful solution. So this is going to help for you. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new, and share the content, and let's go. So the first thing you do, everybody, is install all the individual apps that you're going to use. What I mean by that is if you use Greg's, if you used KFC, if you use McDonald's, if you use Just Eat, if you use even Costa, you go down them all to your device to begin with. I know it's going to be a pain to begin with, but this is the only way that it's going to work, because you need to get your account details, like your code numbers, your QR codes. Unless you physically got that all linked up or set up, this will not work for you. So just for an example purposes, I've got all mine organized individually. I don't really need them. I could delete them if I wanted to, but it's always good to have them on your device anyway, even though they might serve minimal usage. It's good if you want to look at your loyalty points and maybe some rewards or vouchers. Predominantly McDonald's is an ideal example. You can just go into your McDonald's app and then you can find all these types of rewards, these offers. You won't find that if you just keep this app on your device. You just collect points. You won't find if you got any rewards by doing that. So I recommend keeping them on your device anyway. They might not even take as much storage up on your device because they're just really small. From what you can't do anything that would eat your resources up on your phone anyway, but I would just recommend keeping them. That's just my sole opinion. Whether you don't keep them, that's up to you. But I recommend just keeping them just in case for that reason. So yeah, so once you've installed them all, so don't know if I showed this on screen, but as you can see there though, I've got all my apps there. I even got Wetherspoons on there. All these apps that are useful. Like Poundland, by the way. Poundland is actually new because it took them years to have a reward scheme. Co-op and even new Popeyes. It's really, really simple. Just get them all to your devices. I will cover as well a bit of Android in the near future, or maybe in the next couple of videos. So if you want that video, make sure you subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss out on any future video releases. So now that's being said, you need to go into your app store. And you need to search for Supercards. And once you have searched that up, as you can see, Supercards, it is the first one there, because there's no other additional apps that has that name, so it's really easy to find. So it will ask you to install it to begin with. I've already done mine. I've already linked my card up, but I will show you how you link it up as well. So these are all my cards. You even got the logos on some. Annoyingly though, you don't have a really huge list. So if you want, say, like the Harvester, there's no available app icon. So if it goes blank like that, like a QR, I'll have to blur this out, by the way. But yeah, if it goes like this, everybody, then it'd just be blank. So you got to look really for the name. So if it's not as eye-catchy as some of the other, really colourful ones there, that's why. So that is a little bit disappointing. But I can understand, they cover all the big chains. Harvester is one, so I don't know why they haven't caught up with the times for that one. But you'll find it in most free apps like this. It's not really exhaustive. It just covers what people perceive it every day, So yeah, so are you link up a card to begin with, but you need to go into the plus icon, which is right at the top there. As you can see there's plus. So click on the plus, and then you'll see all these different types of supermarkets or predominantly convenience stores. So you go in to look at that list there. You can also look for all providers, so even B&Q, Beefeater, so any of these can be actually useful for many people. Bomb March is on there. Got Cafe Neuro. Even CEX, by the way. I don't think I have CEX on my phone, actually, now they mentioned that. No, I haven't got CEX on there, which is not the end of the world for me, really. But it's good that you can, got that on there. You even got Gala Bingo, so some entertainment venues are on there, like Game as well. Not even sure what Game's about, by the way. IKEA. The list is just really, really long, if I'm honest. So even WH Smiths, WH Smiths have even got one. And I don't think the works anymore, because I think they changed their loyalty scheme up only a couple of weeks ago, or they've withdrawn it, I'm not sure. But yeah, I've looked through that list a bit. So once you've signed up for an account, so say Greg's, he'll give you like maybe a confirmation code. Once you've got that up, just go into that venue. So I'm going to go into Greg's. It'll ask you then to enter manually or import screenshot. So you can just take a screenshot of a QR code. So I'll just briefly demonstrate what that is. So when you go into Greg's, so this is my Greg's app, by the way, as you can see there. Can't be a nice steak bake. You go into the scan button at the bottom there. So just click on scan. I will have to blur this out. Apologies. But it will look like this. So once you see scan, it's a bit of QR code showing there. You just take a picture of that. So I got an iPhone, so press the power button and the left key, took a screenshot. Then you go back into the app, import it from your gallery, and that's that. It really works the same for any other of the venues you want to add to your app. Now, an interesting one as well, everybody, if you don't like the app interface, which I think is really, really simple, and it doesn't require any Wi-Fi, you can use this offline, which is even fantastic. Just go into one application, boom, your loyalty card is already there, rating, without any stress of waiting, without saying, without having an argument with your phone when you're ready to pay and stuff. I need my loyalty card when it's working and this, that, and the other. It's a breeze. It really makes it a lot easier than you could ever imagine. But yeah, if that doesn't work, everybody, I go another app. So when you go into the App Store, type in Klarna. Is it Klarna? Now, a lot of people think, this is like a paid weekly app. I don't really want it because I'm not going to use what Klarna provides. However, it really is useful because when you're on the actual Klarna app, it will say something like this. So that's the home page. I will have to blur some of this information out there, but I do apologize. But when you go into the wallet, so as you can see at the wallet there, third one across, you can actually link up your loyalty card. So as you can see there, I may have to blur this out actually, but as you can see there, loyalty card, which is the second one on the actual wallet there, you can actually use that functionality to put your QR codes and stuff on that section essentially. So as you can see there, the list is similar like on the last app, but you might find that missing one that you've wanted. You can also add another card as well. So if you don't see that particular venue or option on the actual app screen, you can add it customizable. I'm not sure if I showed you this, but if you go into that Supercards app I mentioned earlier, go into the Add Plus at the top, and then you can also add your custom card there. So you can also do it the same. So yeah, really, really easy, buddy. It takes probably less than 40 to 45 minutes with great Wi-Fi, great mobile data coverage. You probably way to go within the hour. And I think then once you've linked it up once, it's done. And I think the most beneficial part of it as well is if you don't use these apps regularly and then they sign you out, it do happen, it really do. You can still collect your points and still acquire those discounts just by showcasing that app. I think it's phenomenal. And this is a digital era, everybody. I mean, you need to have an app now for a taxi. You need to have an app for, tracking your public transport. This is just a modern times, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up, everybody. I don't want to waffle too much because, that's the main part of the video done anyway. But yeah, if you have any questions, everybody, let me know in the comments. And if you have any feedback, any video ideas, do let me know. Do contact me and I will reply to your comments. And until the next video, everybody, have a lovely weekend. And thank you very much for watching.